Hello students, today we will start our third chapter, that is rational number. You are already aware of what number system you know about. You know about the natural numbers, right? That is 1, 2, 3, 4. That are the counting numbers, that are the natural numbers. And you are also aware of the whole numbers, that is natural numbers including 0 are the set of whole numbers. And now you have also already done with the integers, that is the negative and the positive numbers including 0. Now you learn about the rational number. See. Any number that can be represented in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers. P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0 are called as rational number. For example, if I have written 2 upon 3, 2 and 3 both are integers and Q is not equal to 0. So 2 upon 3 is a rational number, right? If I am saying about minus 4 upon 5, so minus 4 is also an integer and 5 is also an integer. So minus 4 upon 5 will be a rational number. Same if I talk about minus 3. Only minus 3 I am saying about, then is this a rational number? Yes, this is also a rational number because minus 3 can be written as minus 3 upon 1. Nothing is there means it is upon 1. So minus 3 upon 1. Then again it is a rational number. So these are the examples of rational numbers. Okay. Yes. Now see some important points for the rational numbers. Every integer can be written as P upon Q, where Q is equal to 1. See, as I told you in the previous example also, if 3 has been given. So what is 3? 3 is an integer. So we can write 3 as 3 upon 1. So now it becomes in the form of P upon Q. Right? Same if I am having minus 7. So it can be written as minus 7 upon 1. So again this is an integer and we have written minus 7 in the form of minus 7 upon 1, that is in the form of P upon Q. Hence every integer is a rational number. Okay? Now every fraction is a rational number. But every rational number is not a fraction. See how? If I am writing 2 upon 7, so what is this? This is a fraction and it is also in the form of P upon Q, where P and Q are integers. So it is also following the rules for the rational number. So this will also become rational number, right? You can see some more example, like if I am writing 12 upon 57. So this is again a rational number because it is in the form of P upon Q, but it is also a fraction. So every fraction is a rational number. But second line is saying every rational number is not a fraction. See how I am saying minus 7 upon 5, right? So minus 7 upon 5 will be a rational number because these two are integers and it is in the form of P upon Q. But minus 7 upon 5 is not a fraction. Fraction are always in positive form. Okay? Now, see decimal numbers. What you have done up to now, that are also whatever you have done is terminating decimals are all rational number. As you have read up to now, decimal number like 0.8, right? 0.8 is there. So when you are writing in the decimal fractions, how you are writing? It is in the form of 8 upon 10. And in the lowest term when you are writing, so both are divided by 2. So 2 4s and 2 5s. So 4 upon 5. So again this decimal number can be written in the form of fraction and all the fractions are your rational number. So all the terminating, why I am writing here terminating decimal, like if I am having 2.45, fine. So it is terminating decimal means after some time or we are having a fixed decimal places here. So that is finishing. So the decimal number which are having the limited number of decimal places, they are known as terminating decimal, and these numbers can be written in the form of decimal fraction, right? And you know to turn up in the lowest term, so again this is a rational number. Okay. Now is the equivalent rational numbers. Two or more rational numbers are called equivalent rational numbers if they have the same value. Means if we find the lowest term of the rational numbers and the lowest term of the rational numbers are equal or same, then the two rational number will be equal. Suppose here it is given P upon Q is equal to R upon S. These are two different rational numbers and they are equal. They are equal if and only if. When they will be equal? When the product of PS, P into S will be equal to Q into R. For example, see, if we are having rational number as minus 2 upon 5 and other rational number as minus 10 upon and 5, minus 10 upon 25. Okay. Then see, if we do cross multiplication, you can say this is P upon Q and this is R upon S. The product of this minus 2 into 25 and the product of minus 10 into 5 will be equal to what? 25 into minus 2 will give you how much? Minus 50, and 10 into minus 10 into 5 will again give you minus 50. So we got same. So when their product will be same, then the two given rational number be equivalent. Okay. Now see, write 4 rational number equivalent to minus 3 upon 5. So we have to write 4 rational number which is equivalent to minus 3 upon 5. So how you write? Minus 3 upon 5 is the number we are having, rational number we are having. So what we will do? Minus 3 upon 5, both numerator and denominator can be multiplied by only same number. Like if I am multiplying 2 here, so I have to multiply 2. The number will be same. Again, minus 3 upon 5, both are multiplied by 3 in the numerator and the denominator. Then again, minus 3 upon 5 is again multiplied by 4 in numerator and denominator, and minus 3 upon 5 is multiplied by 5 in the numerator and the denominator. What result we are having? See, this will be again equal to minus 3 upon 5 will be equal to minus 3 into 2 is how much? 3 2 is 6, 5 2 is 10. Again this will be equal to 3 3 is 9 and 5 3 is 15. 3 4 is 12 minus 12 upon 5 4 is 20. Again this will be equal to minus 3 into 5 is how much? 5 3 is 15 with minus sign, and 5 5 is 25. So we got 4 rational numbers which are equivalent to minus 3 upon 5. Okay. Now see, express rational number with positive denominator. You can see in the question we are having 3 upon minus 5. We have to express this rational number with the positive denominator. So what we can do? We are having 3 upon minus 5. We need to make the denominator positive. So we need to multiply the negative denominator by minus 1. And if we are multiplying minus 1 in the denominator, so we need to multiply numerator also by minus 1 only, because we have to multiply numerator and denominator by same number for the equivalent rational number. Fine. So your answer will become 3 into minus 1 will give you how much? Minus 3, and minus 5 into minus 1 will give you how much? 5. So you have made the rational number with denominator as positive. Okay. See, same here. You are having 4 upon minus 7. So again, you have to multiply in the numerator and the denominator by minus 1 to make the denominator positive. Okay. So let's multiply. What answer you will get? Minus 4 upon 7. Okay. Question. Express minus 2 upon 7 as a rational number with numerator 10. So we are having minus 2 upon 7. Okay. Now, we need to do some work. In this number, minus 2 upon 7, we need to do something. And what result we are asking for? We are asking for the numerator as 10. So, means we need 10 over here. So, what work should be done on minus 2 so that we get the answer as 10? Obviously, 2 5 is 10. But if I multiply 5 in this, then I get the answer as minus 10. But the question is asking for positive 10. So, I need to multiply this number by which number? By minus 5, because I need a positive 10. And if I am multiplying minus 5 in the numerator, I need to multiply denominator also by minus 5. So my answer will be 7 5 is 35 with minus sign. So this will be your answer. Okay. Now express 144 upon minus 96 as a rational number with numerator as minus 18. So we are having the number as 144 upon minus 96, right? So again we have to do some operation, and we know that we can do only multiply or divide in the numerator and the denominator to get the answer as minus 18 in the numerator, right? And now we have to think by which number we have to divide 144, because 144 in 144 if we multiply something the number will increase, but I need a minus 18. So definitely I have to take one number so that I can divide this number. What number I have to think for? So directly what I can do? 144 divided by 18. I know 18 8 is how much? 144. So I need to divide this by 8. But here is a negative sign, so I need negative sign also. So I have to divide it by minus 8 because this is a positive number. So again, if minus 8, we are dividing the numerator by minus 8. So we have to divide denominator also by minus 8. And 96 minus 96 divided by minus 8 will give you how much? 12. Positive 12 because both are positive. So now we have made the rational number having the numerator as minus 18. Yes. Now see the next question. Which of the following pairs of rational numbers are equal? Means they are equivalent, right? So we are having two rational numbers as minus 15 upon 35 and minus 8 upon 12. So as we are doing comparison in fraction, same we will do. What we have to do? Minus 15 upon 35 is here and minus 8 upon 12 is here. So we will do cross multiplication. Minus 15 will be multiplied by 12 and minus 8 will be multiplied by 35. So when you will multiply minus 15 by 12 you will get minus 180. Okay. And when you will multiply minus 8 into 35 you will get minus 280. You can see that these two numbers are not equal. Hence, minus 15 upon 35 will not be equal to minus 8 upon 12. One more method is there. You can either go by this method or what we can do, one thing more we can do. Minus 15 upon 35, we are having one number, one rational number, and the other one we are having as minus 8 upon 12. So what we can do, we can find the lowest term for this and then we will check. If both the terms are having the same lowest term or simplest form, then they both will be equal. Let's see, minus 15 upon 35 is there. So we know that both can be divided by 5. So we will get how much? Minus 15 divided by 3 will give, 5 will give you how much? Minus 3, and 35 divided by 5 will give you how much? 5 7 guys 35. Minus 3 by 7. And lowest term for minus 8 upon 12 is how much? Both number can be divided by 4 and we got minus 2 upon 3. Right? So this is the lowest term for this rational number and this is the lowest term for this rational number. And we can see these two are different. These are not equivalent. Hence, minus 15 upon 35 is not equivalent to minus 8 upon 12. Okay. Now, see the next part. We are having minus 24 upon 15 and 8 upon minus 5. Whenever we are doing with the comparison, first we have to check that negative sign is not in the denominator. We have to change the sign, we have to put the sign only in the numerator. Okay. So, your numbers you are having as 24 upon 15 is one of the rational number and other one. This minus sign is there. If we multiply this by minus 1 in the denominator, we can make the denominator positive, right? So, what number we are having now? Minus 8 upon 5. Okay. Now, as I told you, you can go by the cross multiplication method or you can also go by the lowest term. Minus 24 upon 15. Both can be divided by which number? both can be divided by 3, right? So we have taken out the lowest term for this. Minus 24 divided by 3 will give you how much? Minus 8, and 15 divided by 3 will give you 5. And this is the same number we are having. Hence these both are equal. Hence we are having minus 24 upon 15 will be equal to 8 upon minus 5. Okay? Positive and negative rational number. What are positive and negative rational numbers? See, a rational number is called positive rational number if its numerator and denominator are of same sign. Are of same sign means if the rational number is like 2 upon 7. Both the integers are of positive sign, so it is a positive rational number. If it is of like this, minus 4 upon minus 15. Both are negative, so that is of same sign, then this is also a positive rational number. Why? Because minus and minus is there, so it will result with, this will be equal to 4 upon 15 only. Okay, so rational number whose numerator and denominators are of same sign, they are known as positive rational numbers. And a rational number is called negative rational number if its numerator and denominator are of different sign. For example, minus 4 upon 13. One is positive, numerator is positive, then numerator is negative, then denominator is positive. And if your numerator is positive, then your denominator should be negative for making the rational number negative. Is it clear? Okay. Now, see, standard form of a rational number. A rational number P upon Q is said to be in standard form if Q is positive and HCF of P and Q is equal to 1. For example, suppose I am having 2 upon 3. Okay? The first thing what I am saying, Q should be positive. So your denominator is positive, means Q is positive, and HCF of P and Q is 1. Means we have to check that numerator and denominator is having any common factor other than 1. No, it is not having other than 1. That means HCF is 1. So 2 upon 3 is in the standard form. See one more example. Minus 4 upon 7. This is denominator is positive and 4 and 7. HCF and 4 and 7 will be how much? That will be 1 only. See one more example. Suppose you are having minus 7 upon 16. So again HCF of 7 and 16 is how much? 1 only. So we can see that numerator and denominator is not having any common factor other than 1. So this is your standard form. Okay. Now see the next question, reduce in standard form. The given rational number is there and we have to reduce it into standard form. So what was the first step? We have to check that denominator is positive. This is already having the denominator as positive. So we are having minus 18 and 45. But we can see that these two numbers can be divided by what? HCF of. By which number we have to divide? We have to divide the given fractions or rational number such that the number should, the numerator and denominator should divide by HCF of the numbers given. So 18 and 45. What will be the HCF? Both number can be divided by 9. So we will divide by 9. What answer you get? 9 2 is 18 with minus sign and 9 5 is 45. So this is the lowest term and in the standard form denominator should be with a positive sign. So this is your answer. See here we are having the next question, 36 upon minus 24. So for this what you will do? Again 36 upon minus 24. First we have to make the denominator positive. So for this what we have to do? We need to multiply it by minus 1. And if we are multiplying minus 1 in the denominator, we have to multiply it by the numerator also by minus 1. So we got minus 36 upon 24. But here also we can see that they do 36 and 24. is not having the HCF as 1. They both can be divided by 12. So, minus 36 upon 24 will be divided by 12 in the numerator and 12 in the denominator. So, what we are getting? Minus 36 divided by 12 will give you how much? 3 with minus sign, and 24 divided by 12 will give you how much? 2. So, minus 3 by 2 is your standard form of the given rational number. Okay? Thank you. Go through it properly.